There's a new iPhone coming out. Eventually. If you couldn't tell, I mean, it does happen like every year, but I do feel like it is time to talk about the new iPhone 15 because unlike a lot of other Apple-focused channels, I've really been avoiding covering a lot of the leaks and rumors surrounding this topic in general. So for this video, I did want to go over everything new with the iPhone 15, and well, honestly, mostly the iPhone 15 Pro, and tell you why, even though you may be excited, you may want to lower down your expectations, at least for now. So listen, even today as I'm making this video, there's leaks and reports coming out about the design of the iPhone 15, with 9to5Mac acquiring CAD files of the design of the iPhone 15, which apparently was leaked to them by some case manufacturer. Basically, these CAD files are given to case and accessory makers ahead of time so they can accurately make accessories for the upcoming iPhone models. With this information, 9to5Mac, with the help of Ian Zelbo, rendered out these iPhone 15 files, which are the images you are seeing now. There's even a apparent leak of a actual photo of the iPhone 15 of the USB-C charging port, which we'll talk about later. These files detail a lot of the changes coming to the upcoming iPhone 15, including a slightly tweaked design, which will have more curved edges. So maybe this phone might actually be a little bit more comfortable to hold or something like that. Maybe that's why they're changing this design a little bit. The CAD files also revealed that yes, the bezels on the iPhone 15 are going to be getting even thinner, which at first I thought meant that the physical phone body was going to be getting smaller, but it looks like Apple is taking the opposite approach here, keeping the same body but increasing the screen real estate. So instead of a 6.1-inch iPhone 15 or iPhone 15 Pro, that would move up to 6.2 inches. I also assume they're making the iPhone 15 Pro Max and Plus bigger, so I guess that would be a 6.7-inch display moving to a 6.8-inch display. Now, one of the most interesting things about this CAD leak is that these iPhone 15 designs are using a USB-C port instead of a Lightning connector. Now, this might not be a surprise to most of you, as the European Union recently passed a law that would basically require all phone manufacturers to use USB-C as the standard connector, and it seems like Apple is playing ball here. And it makes sense, right? Functionality-wise, Apple's latest Pro phones support things like ProRes video and ProRAW photos, and those can make some pretty massive file sizes and take a really long time to transfer to the computer with the current Lightning 2.0 speeds, and takes even a long time over AirDrop. So a faster USB-C port, or hopefully a Thunderbolt port, especially in the iPhone 15 Pro, would just make sense as a feature at this point. But yes, if you have a lot of Lightning accessories or cables, this change on the iPhone 15 may have you shopping for like an entirely new collection. Now, one of the rumors that I'm actually personally really excited for is that apparently the iPhone 15 Pro design is going to switch from a stainless steel frame to a titanium frame, and it would probably have like an overall more matte finish like the Apple Watch Ultra. And I kind of think this will like really benefit the iPhone in a couple areas. So first of all, it should be a little less slippery because it's more of a matte finish, and it should accumulate less fingerprints on the side, which I know people complain about that all the time on these stainless steel frames for the Pro models. Secondly, titanium is a lighter material than stainless steel, so it should bring the weight of these phones down dramatically as well. And that is a much welcome change from just how heavy the current Pro lineup is with stainless steel. Now, there are other design changes here as well. So apparently the iPhone 15 is going to be thicker than the 14. I think it's a fair assumption here that the 15 will have bigger battery capacity, and I'm pretty sure that's the major reason why these phones are getting thicker. And I guess it's also to make the phone probably a little bit more symmetrical with the bigger camera bump that is going to be on the back of the 15, which does look quite big. Yeah, it seems like Apple is really focusing on camera improvements with the 15 Pro, and I assume this bigger bump will not only lead to a bigger camera sensor and better optics for the 3 camera lenses, but also Apple adding in a periscope lens on the 15 Pro Max, which would theoretically increase the zoom level from 3x to about 6x. For me, this is a welcome change because I've recently been using the S22 Ultra, and one of the things that phone does better than the iPhone 14 Pro is having a better zoom range. So you can capture subjects at pretty long distances. And with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I already said this in my review of that phone, I felt like the addition of the bigger megapixel sensor and the new 2x mode on that camera system, that the 3x lens kind of felt redundant at this point, because it's not a huge difference going from that crop 2x mode to the 3x mode. So if Apple is going to have 3 camera lenses on the Pro model, I would rather have the focal length that is farther apart from that 2x mode. I want more differentiation from these lenses. So Apple going with a 6x is actually a nice middle ground, giving you a higher zoom range and also introducing a focal length that would be useful just beyond like zoomed up shots. Like maybe you can get like a pretty good portrait shot with the 6x. I don't know. But it could be a pretty versatile lens and enough of a difference, and well, especially enough of a difference from what they have now. Now, of course, like other years, there's going to be difference between the normal 15 and the 15 Pro models. Now, for this year, thankfully, the big rumor is that the dynamic island is coming to the normal 15 model. Like previous years, though, Apple is apparently sticking with just a 60 hertz display on the normal 15 models. Furthermore, it seems that Apple is sticking with the strategy of placing the Pro chips into the new normal phone. So for this year, the regular iPhone 15 will come with last year's Pro chip. So that's an A16 chip. And then apparently the iPhone 15 Pro is the only one that's going to receive the new, faster A17 chip. Finally, the iPhone 15 Pro also apparently has had its new color leaked. 9to5Mac claims that the iPhone 15 Pro will come in a new, exclusive, deep red color. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe it's the render, maybe it's because we're not seeing it like in the final titanium finish, but this color to me looks pretty ugly. Like honestly, I can't see how Apple is gonna go with this darker red color as an exclusive color for the 15 Pro, at least in this shade. Like it just does not look good to me at all. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below though. I think a lot of people are gonna side with me. I think it does not look good, and I can't picture it in my head on a final iPhone design looking anywhere remotely good, but hey, maybe I'm wrong on this. And that brings me to the ultimate point of this video. Listen, we covered a lot of leaks on the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro. Like, if all of these leaks turn out to be accurate, we may have detail just about every new and important feature coming to the 2023 iPhone models. However, I don't think you should necessarily be believing everything you're hearing right now. Yes, I think it's important to cover these leaks and rumors as they are right now because there's enough rumblings about these new features that I mentioned in this video that there is a very good chance that they'll likely be true, or likely be true for future iPhone models. But I'm a seasoned veteran at this point covering Apple, and if there's one thing I've learned is that right now, we are still 7 months away from the iPhone 15 coming out. And that means a lot of these leaks and rumors may turn out to be completely false. Like last year, around this time, I think people were saying that the iPhone 14 Pro was going to come with like a new bronze color, and that never happened. And we all remember the infamous first design of the iPhone 14 Pro, which just seems kind of ridiculous looking at it now. Like there's no way that phone was coming out. Like the design direction that Apple has been going in has been making the phone thicker, increasing the camera bump size, focusing on image quality. And here's an image of an iPhone 14 Pro that when it was first released, we just all accepted. And it came from, at the time, like a notable source. But eventually, we learned that that wasn't the case, and it wasn't the case for a future phone either, because now we're seeing these renders or CAD files of this iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro, and yeah, that phone design was basically just kind of like a lie. So you really do have to take these things with a grain of salt. Like, will that new deep red color be the exclusive iPhone color? Like, it's a maybe. Like, who knows at this point? And so I think it's very important to kind of take everything you see, everything you read about these new iPhone models with a heavy, heavy dose of salt. But because like, there's just like so many iPhone 15 videos out there, like I know there's other people who make videos on Apple products, and there's other people that make videos on leaks. And there's just a lot of kind of shady videos out there, I'll just say. Some people pulling some fast ones over you, saying there's things that are going to happen, or that, like the iPhone's not going to be a product in a year, or some crazy thing like that. And there's a lot of lies out there, so be careful who you trust. Like, if you want to trust me, you can. Maybe you don't trust me, I don't know. But be careful who you trust when you're dealing with these leaks and rumors, because people make stuff up all the time for some reason, especially on the internet. But yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful and informative. I am excited for the iPhone 15. I love my iPhone 14 Pro Max, love the dynamic island. I'm excited to see new features. As always, I'm pretty much excited for like every new tech product, even if they are kind of getting like incremental changes. I still think deep down, it's kind of exciting to see these new products. And I can't wait to get an iPhone 15 Pro. So if you're like me, you can't wait for an iPhone 15 Pro, what feature are you looking forward to the most? If you like this video, make sure you give me a like. Not sure how many iPhone 15 videos I'll be doing in the future because I feel like everyone just makes iPhone 15 videos over and over and over again, and then that's all they make for the rest of their life. I don't want to do that. But yeah, if you want to see more Apple-related content or more tech-related content from this channel, make sure you're subscribed, and hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. But just remember, be careful who you trust. You can trust me, or can you? Can you trust me? I don't know. Can I even trust myself?